Welcome to Getting to Know You. I'm your host, Eman Tuzman-Eagan, and I'm happy to welcome you to this podcast where we get to know members of the Berkshire Hills Music Academy community better. Our guest for today's episode is Getting to Know You is Karen, joining us from Berkshire Hills. Welcome to Getting to Know You, Karen. I'm so glad to have the chance to interview you today.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
First question, where were you born?
I was born in Concord, New Hampshire.
Where did you get your education?
I went to Johnson State College in Johnson, Vermont, and it's now Northern Vermont University. And then, that's what I did for my undergrad.
What did you major in?
I majored in creative writing and English education, and then went on to be an English teacher.
Do you play any instruments, and if so, which ones?
I do not currently play any instruments. I used to play the flute when I was in school.
How long did you play flute for?
From 5th grade through into college, but I put it down.
How did you get involved in BHMA?
I was teaching English in Springfield for about 5 years, and I really enjoyed working with the students in my classes who had disabilities, and so I decided to look around and find a place where I could work with those kinds of people. So I called Berkshire Hills and asked if there were any job openings, and I kept calling until there was.
When did you start?
I started in 2013. Yeah.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
In my spare time, I like to cook very much. That's something I really love doing. I love to read, and I love to garden and grow vegetables.
Do you have a favorite meal to cook?
A favorite meal to cook? I love to cook so many different kinds of things, but I like to try cooking foods of different cultures, and that's a good follow-up question. I've been cooking lots of different like Korean foods, and I have been making lots of dumplings recently. And making my own dumpling wrappers, and I've been making lots of fresh homemade pasta.
Oh, dumplings are my favorite food.
So, yeah, that's what.
What's your favorite book?
That
could be a tough answer.
That's a really tough one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to answer that right off the cuff. These are good follow-up questions.
Favorite classes? Favorite music to listen to?
I don't know. That's a tough one for me, too. Favorite music to listen to.
Favorite class to teach at BHMA and why?
I loved teaching cooking when I first started here.
Yeah, you were the cooking teacher.
I was the cooking teacher, and then I loved starting the art program and teaching that for a few years. That was really cool.
Do you have any pets?
I do. I have a few different pets. I have a cat. Her name is Goose. She's very sweet. And she's a tuxedo cat. And then I have currently 4 chickens. And they're really fun.
Names of the chickens, if you don't mind? For the listeners?
Yeah, the chickens' names, there are Raisin and Bran.
Interesting.
And Maybelle and Mrs. Nussbaum.
What are the cats' names?
The cat's name is Goose.
Oh. What is a tuxedo cat for the listeners who don't know what that is?
It's just a black and white cat with markings that make it look like it's all dressed up in fancy tuxedo.
Okay. And his name is Goose?
Yes.
Like a goose? Like a goose, like a swan?
Yes.
What came up? Why did you name him Goose? He's not a chicken. He's a cat.
Her formal name is Lucy, but she became Lucy Goose, and then now she's only called Lucy at the vet. but she's
Okay.
called Goose everywhere else.
If you could hang out with any famous musician, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
That's a tough one for me too. I just can't pick these find a good answer for that one right now.
Well, you can get back to me.
Okay.
If you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
If I had a superpower, I think I would like to be able to breathe underwater so that I could go investigate sea worlds in the depths of the ocean.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to today's episode of Getting to Know You. I'd like to thank Karen again for taking the time to talk with us. Our theme song is Getting to Know You by Rogers and Hammerstein, performed by BHMA community member Franklin Nichols. Editing is done by Jake Goldstein. Creative direction by me, Eman Tuzman-Eagan, with creative support from Wes Parker and my mom. We hope you enjoyed the show. Bye-bye now.